not suck today. Oh, let's hope not. Oh my god. Let's hope for no suckage today. From today onwards. From today onwards, we don't suck. We don't. Not today. Let's go. Okay. 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 We're gonna do good today. Here we go. Today's the day, folks. Today's the day we do okay. We do alright. We do alright. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's not suck today. Here we go. Today's the day. We're gonna get some nice kills. We're gonna do well. Alright, here we go.
Hostile targets are present. Locate and neutralize. Our lead is secured.
Great start.
Be advised, hostiles are leading the fight.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna do great.
Hit! Redirect! Get cover!
Got him. We got him. Oh shit! They're gonna try and bring this building down on top of me. Oh! That was my bad. That was an aiming issue on my part. That's right. At least I got one of them. But it was smart jumping behind him like that. Alright.
Right away!
Enemy forces have secured an
Alright,
advantage.
okay. Okay. I'm a bit laggy today. I don't know what it is. But let's see. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we got going on here. Alright, we've got some trouble down here, but I didn't want to... Oh, yeah, okay, I know where they are. My bad. That's a my bad. That's a my bad. Okay. Oh, good. It's fine. Alright then. Alright. Okay.
Frag out!
Alright, I see. They're over there. I see. They're hiding back there. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Fucking, where were you watching my six, dude? There was a guy in here behind me. It was supposed to be fucking... No. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, but it's killing lots of them. Jesus. Well, I better do something to help. Bloody useless as tits on a bull over here. Alright, here we go.
Let's go!
Hostile forces are still controlling the fight.
So
Break
laggy
their hold.
today. Bloody hell. It's annoying. Here they come. Here they come. Huh? Come on. Come on. Got him. Come on. Come on.
Target down! Target down!
Come on. Come on.
Hostile forces are still controlling the fight. Break their hold.
Right away! We need to turn this around!
Come on.
Oh fuck! Get it down! Stay low!
Units, we must recover the mission. Hostiles are close to victory.
Who the fuck's in charge?
Ah. Ah. Okay. Defeat. Cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Right, well, that's that then. That's that game. Goodness me. Right, here we go again. Round 2. Game 2. Alright. Let's fucking do it! Woo! Alright.
Kill order confirmed.
What's with the lag today? Oh my god. Should be right. Should be fine. I see. Oh shit, they're really trying to get me. Oh boy, okay. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Stay low. Need a medic!
Alright, yeah, they got me. They got me good. Alright, all good. I deserve that. I should've, I had that first guy dead to rights so many times, but just not concentrating, sloppy aim. Let's try and not suck now, okay? Let's try and actually use our...
Be advised, the enemy are winning the fight. All you need to regroup.
Okay.
Listen up, I have eyes on a hostile MC north of your location.
Okay, okay.
Watch it, Dad! Run back! Taking fire! Medic! Enemy hit! Bring out! Reloading! Heads down! You're a lifesaver! Man down!
The enemy have maintained control.
Okay.
Bring out!
hell, mate. Jesus. Christ on a cracker. Alright. Alright, here we go. Okay. 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 Oh boy. Right, okay. Alright, well, hopefully this game isn't as shit. Hopefully I don't die as much and I kill somebody, I suppose. That's the plan. If it ever bloody starts. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm feeling confident. 20% confident. 15% confident. But with that attitude, I won't be doing shit, so I gotta get into the game. I gotta focus. You know what the problem is? The problem is all these players are in their fucking early 20s, and I'm old, so their reflexes are quicker, right? So that's my excuse. So we'll see how it goes. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You get older, you get slower, you know? Older and slower. That's the way it goes. Come on, 2 more players. Oh boy. Come on, son. 1 more player. Come on. I wonder if there's like a shot of coffee I could drink somewhere. Maybe. Oh, here we go. Alright, here we go. Showtime. Woo!
Go, go, go! Hostile targets confirmed. Leave nothing alive.
Oh, I'm so laggy today, man. What the fuck? Oh. So laggy. It's a great start. That's a great fucking start, that is. That's a great start. That's just... This is going to be one of those days where I almost uninstall the game again. This is going to be one of those days. Fuck! Jesus! Fuck! Alright. Fuck you. I'm done. This is bullshit. Okay, those first 2 times I wasn't ready. Now I'm ready. Now I'm playing for realsies. Wasn't ready before. Fucking dog licking fuck. Piece of sh... God, I'm so laggy, what the fuck?
I got you! Watch him down! Hostile down!
It's the lag, it has to be, dude. Like, it's so laggy. Fuck.
We've taken the lead.
Got him. Okay. Got him. Okay, now we're cooking.
We've secured an early advantage.
You saw that, right? You saw that that was the fucking lag that did that. It really is the lag. Holy shit, man. That's bad. I don't know why I'm so laggy today. Restart the game, maybe? So bad. It's costing me kills. Whoa. This fucking lag, man. I gotta restart the game after this game.
I'm reloading.
It's so bad.
Find cover.
Got him. Let's go up here for a second.
Cover me. Reloading.
Hmm.
Taking rounds.
Right, those boys have got it all taken care of over there. Got him.
Find the base.
Got him.
Still ahead in the fight. Maintain your attack.
Oh, he was waiting for me. He was fucking waiting for me, dude. Yeah.
I'm out. Watch my six. Frag out.
Hmm.
Watch his back.
We are beating the enemy on all fronts.
Reloaded.
All right, all call signs. Mission is still on track.
Here's some ammo for you.
Oh,
Fuck! Need a medic!
he got me good.
I'm bleeding.
Yeah.
Frag out! Head down!
I'm over here. Take what you can.
he had my number. He saw me before I saw him.
This up and the fight is ours. Let's get it done.
Just, Lord, help me kill one more. Lord, just help me kill one more. One more, Lord. Let me kill one more.
Take him down.
I'm trying. Lord, just help me kill one more. Lord, just one more. And I will rain down vengeance upon thee. And you will know that I am the Lord your God. Victory. Okay. Okay. Alright. I had 5 kills, okay. Leave menu. Yes. Let's restart the game. Excuse me. Right. Ba-dum bum ba bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum ba bum 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 ba ba bum ba bum 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 ba ba bum ba bum bum ba ba bum ba bum 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 ba ba bum ba bum bum ba ba bum ba bum 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 ba ba bum bum. Okay. Early reduce the recoil, the cost of movement speed, and accuracy while aiming down sights. Alright, so slightly reduce the recoil enables slightly faster transition to aim down sights. No. Slightly reduces recoil enables a slightly faster transition at the cost of ADS accuracy while moving. These penetration rounds are fucking waste. I don't like penetration rounds. I'm gonna use standard. I got a 3 scope at the moment, but yeah, I think 3 will do. I think so. All right. Okay. Let's go, I suppose. I have a headache. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not sleeping enough. Oh shit, I'm in it. Fuck, they just put me straight into the middle of a game. Some people, players must have left this game. I can't believe I res 3 times and died straight away. That's probably why the other players left. This team must be really good. I guess let's try and recover. Okay, that's 4 times I've resed and died instantly. At this point, it's like, what? And that guy was behind me. Are you fucking serious, man?
Enemy hit!
Okay. Okay. I have to get out of here. This is a hot zone. They know where we are. You need to stick and move, dude. I'm not staying there to get shot to pieces. Instead, I'll duck around the corner to get shot to pieces. Makes more sense. Wow.
I need all elements to attack. They got us dialed in. The fight ain't over yet.
Thank God that one's over. Jesus. It was a nightmare. Ba-dum-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-dum-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-dum-bum. Okay. Dark side. That's my call sign. I don't even know if there's people watching. Probably not. I'm just talking to myself like a crazy person. Still, I'd rather talk to myself just in case someone does come in. Unless they come in and they're like, who the fuck is he talking to? I don't know. You gotta fake it till you make it. You know what I mean? You gotta pretend like there's people watching, so that when people watch, they feel like there's people watching. I don't know. That's the way I see it. Maybe you're all my imaginary friends. That's what this is. Bunch of imaginary friends I have. Badum bum badum bum 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 badum bum badum bum 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 badum bum badum bum 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 badum bum. Burning my XP. Yeah, well, join an all warfare game, man. Why's the back of my phone feel oily? What the fuck?
Assault the team! Go, go,
Kill
go!
order confirmed.
Assault the team!
Destroy all targets.
Get cover!
Am I stuck? Got him.
I'm over here. Take what you can.
All right. Oh, he got me still. I had a good hiding spot too, and he still fucking got me. Damn it. That was a good spot too. I should have got him. And I don't think the lag was what did it either. I think it was just my skill that did that one.
We are in the lead.
I got you. I got you.
You are leaving the battlefield. Return to combat.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
Enemy forces have taken the lead. advised, enemy forces have secured an advantage.
Oh. We have secured the lead. Be advised, enemy forces have taken the lead.
We got a man down!
Be advised, the enemy have maintained their advantage. We must gain control.
This is going sideways!
Our lead is secured.
Contact! Contact! Enemy infantry engaging! Enemy contacts in my AO!
Contact under fire!
Got him.
Combat advantage is still held by the enemy. Regroup and re-engage. We have taken the lead. The enemy have secured the lead.
Come on.
We are close to mission complete. Press on and take victory. Five hostiles left. We have 5 troops remaining. Watch your backs.
Oh man, like pigs in a basket. I could have killed them all then. Kept looking in all the wrong places, I guess. Wow, level 10, 15, and 7. Okay.
Move forward!
All squads, we need all hostiles down. Move out and mop up.
Stay low!
Got him. Oh, he was quick, that fella. Here he is. Here he is. Come on. Got him.
We have the lead.
Got him. He's pissed. He's pissed. Got him. Shit.
Our forces are keep pushing.
Oh. Oh, he got me, the fucking bastard. Oh, good kill, son. Took out like 5 of them before they got me, I suppose.
I got spares. Taking fire!
Oh, I deserve that.
Man down! Man down!
Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go.
Confirmed. ahead in the fight. Maintain your attack.
Got him. I pressed X instead of Z. Yeah. Fuck. I need to remap the keys, I think. Because it's not the first time I've done that. I've done it quite a bit and it's annoying. Jesus, he really, okay. Cool. I thought it was an enemy. Oh, he got me. Okay.
All right, we're still ahead in the fight. Maintain your attack.
Oh, there's a fucking sniper on that roof, man.
Fuck, I'm bleeding out! Medic!
There's a sniper on that roof.
Enemy forces have taken the lead. We're in the lead.
Ah, you can't. I fucking had him too. Whoa, lag. Jesus. Whoa. Whoa. I don't want to kill anyone with that kind of lag.
Be advised, our mission is at risk. I need all elements on the attack.
bleeding out! Medic!
There's only 5 of us left. Only 5 hostiles left. We're in the lead.
Oops. Okay. Okay. Hope the game volume is loud enough. Oh my god. Okay. I might see if I can get away with a quick toilet break while we're waiting, maybe. I don't think so. You watch. I'll go to the toilet, and the queue will fill up straight away when I'm gone. Nah, it's going to fill up. It's going to fill up. 15. There you go. Fucking called it. I'm staying. Okay. Come on. Almost. There's always like one player waiting for that one last fucking player. Come on. At level 4 there, he must be new. Must be his first day. Here we go. Let's go to work. Let's go, son. Hopefully the lag don't fucking get me this time.
Eliminate all targets.
Eliminate all targets. I want to get to high ground. Oh, let's go through here. Let's go up here. And you're going to come around this way. Oh, that's a fucking friendly, you wanker.
Man down!
We have the lead.
Enemy down! Grenade! Stop it!
That was a bit sloppy, but I got him. This lag's a bit annoying.
Hit the dart! Lay low!
I gotta get across here. I gotta flank these bitches. If they don't kill me first. Come on.
All right, we are ahead of the enemy. Mission's on track.
By the time I flanked them, the boys had already pushed forward. Alright. Oh, I didn't see him! Oh well. You know, that's what happens. Fuck. That was my bad, man. Fuck. Fucking dog fuckers, where are yous? Oh. Where are you running to, mate? Let's... Oh. Must be a lag issue, because from my perspective, he was behind the wall when he started to shoot me, not standing right there. I don't know. I don't want to be one of those people that says lag is what did it every time, but at a certain point, some things are just sus.
Hey, thank you.
We are still controlling the fight. Keep it going.
Lag is a bit much, huh? Fuck. Oh well.
Get cover! Man down! Road frag! Stay low!
Five hostiles left. Take them out.
Down, man,
We're on track to win the fight. Let's close this out.
That's it. Give it to him.
Oh boy.
I'm fucking shot!
Now I can go toilet. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Okay. I'll have one more game and then we'll watch some YouTube. Maybe.
Hostile targets confirmed. Leave nothing alive.
Get to my position.
Be advised, enemy sniper confirmed. Bearing north.
Reloading. Contact in my possession!
I see there's one viewer there. Who are you? Who are you? Singular viewer. Hello. Is it me, mum? Is that mum?
Target down. Good kill.
Drop them!
Throwing frag. I'm out.
Hostiles are ahead of us. We need to hit back.
You got a shotgun. Fuck that. Need to play smarter.
Frag out.
Getting demolished over here, man. We are not winning this at all.
We're tracking you outside the AO. Get back. Be advised, hostile forces have maintained control of the fight.
Yeah, no shit. Fuck, I'm so bad at this game. Holy shit. Basically, every single one of my friends is better.
I got enemy in sight! Frag out!
Head down.
Cover shot! Need some ammo for you!
Fuck no. Just getting demolished, man. Holy shit.
Road frag! Frag out!
Heads down!
Hostile down!
Hostile forces have maintained control of the fight.
IA! Cover me!
If I can get one kill before the game ends, I'll be happy. It's like no matter where I look, I just get shot straight away. It's insane. I just can't. I'll see someone and his six is always being watched by someone else.
Overlong!
In contact! Need help!
Get down!
Fuck.
Hostile forces are still ahead in the fight. Let's regroup.
We need to regroup! Man down! Man down! Taking fire!
No matter what I fucking shoot at, there's another dude just waiting to defend him and take me out. No matter who I fucking shoot at, man. What the fuck? Who are these guys?
Come on! Let's hit these motherfuckers!
It's like as soon as you shoot one, like they're like,
There's only 5 of us left.
got him! Fucking one kill. Okay, I'm happy with that. Better than nothing. That's good. Abysmal, man. Jesus. Let's watch some YouTube. Apparently there's been a civil war going on. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but apparently, oh man, if you want to watch something wild, watch the Nick Fuentes talk to Candace Owens podcast. It's mind-boggling. That dude has mental issues. But apparently there's a split right now in the conservative movement. And Candace Owens is now anti-Israel and anti-Ben Shapiro. And this chick Brett Cooper, just left Daily Wire. But she holds, apparently she's like got no ill will towards Ben and all that. But I want to hear what she has to say. She says, my thoughts on the conservative civil war. Here we go.
Guys, Matt Walsh is trending yet again.
Yeah,
and this time it is because
Matt Walsh is getting cancelled every second day these days. I mean, he's the guy who made that documentary, What Is a Woman? So, yeah.
Because he has done the unthinkable. Matt Walsh has had the gall to call for unity on the right and refuse to betray his friends. So as you guys probably know, Matt Walsh is no stranger to controversy, whether it is over little things like his refusal to drink raw milk and how disgusting he thinks it is, or the work that he has done to eradicate gender ideology. I mean, he has faced controversy on every single scale, but the ridicule, the scrutiny that he is facing online right now, I shouldn't say ridicule, it is far more aggressive than that. The scrutiny that he is facing online right now is probably the most ridiculous outrage that he has ever faced. And it is simply because he said that he wants to unite the entire right wing, flaws and all, and that he will not cancel his friends to do it. And I think we all know why people are so angry. Before we dive into that, though, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you've not already, and of course, ring that notification bell to make sure that you always stay up to date on every single one of our episodes. All right, so let's just dive right into this, because this entire conversation did not just start 48 hours ago. It goes back to right after Charlie Kirk's assassination. Now, Matt made multiple posts basically saying, we, as a political party, a political ideology, need to put our squabbles aside and work together to defeat the violent left-wing radicals. And he said, I cannot, quote, unite with the left because they want me dead. They will spit on my grave when I die and laugh in the faces of my wife and children.
Yes,
there
they
can
will,
be no
bro.
unity with such people,
Listen,
but
man.
I will unite.
Listen, these people, if they got a hold of Matt Walsh, they would rip his body apart. So Matt Walsh is like, he should have been born a comedian. He's like a funny dude, and he just kind of trolls the left a lot. It's hilarious.
With anyone on the right. I hereby discard any grudge or personal feud I may have had with anybody on my side. Maybe we will pick up those arguments sometime in the future. Now we have to stand together. And he posted that just 2 days after Charlie was assassinated on September 12th. Now, most people agreed with Matt's sentiment. This post got 6 million views. People were supporting it. They were saying, yes, this is exactly what we need to do moving forward. We need to stand together against this. This is how we should honor Charlie, is by uniting. I agreed with the sentiment, but there were some people online who were very angry.
There's a common denominator between far right and far left, and I think you know what that is, all right? It's Nazism. That's right. You guessed it. The people on the far right are Nazis. We all know that. The people on the far left are Nazis. I know they don't think that, but I mean, think about it. They hate the Jews, right? Like, so it's like the core component to being a Nazi, right? So, yeah, the common link is how much you hate the Jews.
Angry about the idea, specifically because there are certain people on the right that they do not want to unite with, aka people like Nick Fuentes or Alex Jones, Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson.
Nick Fuentes is the most racist dude. I wish I could spend 10 minutes with him because every robust argument he seems to present, I could tear apart in 5 minutes. The guy is profoundly uneducated in history. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's quite an idiot.
Carlson, even Megyn Kelly. Now, one of these people who was so angry about this post was James Lindsay. Now, for added context, in case you do not spend the same amount of time on X that I do, Matt Walsh and James Lindsay have been going back and forth over different issues for months at this rate. And also, just so I'm putting it out there, I have never spoken with James Lindsay. I have never met him, I don't think. We have never interacted, but he apparently does not like me either. I have stumbled upon multiple comments of his condemning me. We can talk about why later, but I just wanted to put that out there. Anyway, this is how James responded to Matt's post. He said, "Have fun with your new friends, Matt." Now, people were shocked by this response because if there was ever a time to say, hey guys, you know, we're putting it aside for now. It is all water under the bridge, at least for now. Let's all work together. It would have been after Charlie was shot, but not for James. And so then Matt and James started going back and forth yet again. And James went on and he made his point even more clear. He was saying that it wasn't really about uniting or not uniting with Matt Walsh. It was about who else he would have to be on the same team with.
Yep.
He said, if I take your olive branch, Matt Walsh, who and what do I have to stop criticizing? You're glazing Fuentes. Is that an example of what I'll be required to shut up about for unity? Now, the thing is, Matt Walsh was not glazing Nick Fuentes. I don't think Matt Walsh has ever glazed Nick Fuentes. The thing that James is referring to in this tweet is when Matt was defending Nick from the ridiculous accusations that Charlie Kirk's assassin was a groyper and that Nick Fuentes was to blame. This was an idea that was running rampant, especially in left-wing circles, in the mainstream media. I think a late-night host, it might have even been Kimmel, blamed Nick for this. It was ridiculous. And in my opinion, Matt is a very good and just and fair person for defending Nick in that instance. But again, James didn't see it that way. Somebody else commented and said, I don't understand this, James. He said he'd be willing to unite with anyone on the right. You're on the right. Why do you still have an issue with him? I'd really like to discuss this in October. You know how much I respect you and I respect Matt as well. And James responded and said, he means people like Fuentes. I'm not on the right. The right threw me out. Like, sir, are we having a pity party now? Like, is this what this is? Somebody else replied and said, you should actually engage in conversations with him instead of these stupid online skirmishes. You guys should actually talk. And James responded and said, no, we should not. He's like, no, I don't want to. I'm done. I know exactly what he...
So I gotta be honest here. Like, Matt Walsh might have an L take here. Like, him defending Fuentes was correct in that the claim against him was wrong, right? But I don't think defending Fuentes is anything anybody should do. You know, if you have a little bit of education, it gives you enough education to be racist. But we need to not give people like that any room where they're given respect of any kind. It's like your ideas are really, really stupid. And to say that you're part of our team makes us look even worse than the world already thinks we are. I think people like Fuentes should be blocked and banned everywhere, you know. I'm normally really radically against debanking and deplatforming, that kind of stuff. Even with Alex Jones, I don't think he deserved to be ousted like that. But Fuentes is the motherfucking exception, man. That dude, I mean, he won't outright say to you that I think black people are inferior. He won't come out and say that, but he'll say things like, you know, if I have a black daughter-in-law 4 generations from now, my great-great-grandchildren won't look like me, and that's a problem. Like, subtle things like that. It's not healthy at all.
He's requiring me to do. I don't want to be involved. That is basically what James was saying in response to Matt. Like, I'm sorry, but Matt calling the right to unify is not about you, James, aligning with Nick Fuentes. It is much bigger than that. You aligning with Nick is not what Matt is lying awake thinking about at night.
Yep.
He is thinking about avenging the death of his friend Charlie Kirk and protecting conservatives from violent people on the left. That is why Matt made these posts.
Yes.
That is the unity
Agree.
that he is calling for. And Matt laid all of this out in an episode of his podcast. Just take a listen.
Now, I can tell you where there should be unity. There should be unity on the right among conservatives. And this is a message that I've preached a few times in the last few days on X. then as conservatives, we need to put the petty squabbles and the infighting and all that crap to the side. We can get back to that later. We need unity among conservatives.
Yeah.
Now, there are some
Problem
people who've
is,
already turned
they
down
don't
this
view the
invitation.
petty squabbles as so
James
petty.
Lindsay, for example, when I tweeted this a couple days ago, he told me no thanks. Doesn't want to unite. Doesn't want to stop attacking people on the right. Which even after Charlie was assassinated, that's all he's been doing. Just still going after. Still. That is like, not saying anything about the people who would actually be pissing on his grave if he were killed. No problem with them. It's just going after the right. And that's fine too, if that's how you feel. It's like, fine. I'm just done with you in that case forever. We're not allies. You don't exist anymore. You're irrelevant. If even now, in the face of all this, after one of our most important leaders has been shot and killed on stage in front of us by a deranged LGBT militant, if even now you still have an appetite to spend your time punching right, then I have nothing else to say to you or about you.
I mean, that's the beauty of Matt Walsh. He does not pull punches in the slightest. And I love him for it. Now, all of this took place back in September. This is not new news. This is just the context. This is basically like going over the syllabus before you start your new semester at Grand Canyon University. Now, GCU is an affordable private Christian university in the beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, and they offer over 360 academic programs informed by industry and student learning outcomes. Now, in addition to federal grants and aid, GCU's on-campus students received approximately $196 million in scholarships in 2024. And on average, undergraduate students at GCU graduate with approximately $6,200 less federal and private student loan debt than students at private nonprofit four-year universities. And many have the opportunity to graduate in less than 4 years. These are just some of the perks of GCU. And so if you are ready to start your new academic journey and find your purpose, I urge you to visit gcu.edu/myoffer to see what scholarships you may qualify for. Admissible high school seniors and transfer students can schedule a complimentary visit from anywhere in the country. So find your purpose today at GCU. It's private, it's Christian, it's affordable. Again, visit gcu.edu/myoffer. And guys, after a long day of studying at GCU, you are going to want a good steak. And obviously, you need Good Ranchers. Now, this fall, Good Ranchers is challenging America to come back to the dinner table. Every Thursday through Thanksgiving, Good Ranchers wants you to take a pause and share a meal with the people that you love. And here's the best part. Every week, one lucky table will win a free Thanksgiving ham from Good Ranchers just for sharing a photo of your Thursday night dinner. All you have to do is post a photo on your Instagram story, use the hashtag #BackToTheTable, and tag Good Ranchers in your post. And if gathering once a week just feels impossible, that is where Good Ranchers can help. Their meat is high quality, 100% chat. Now, Matt's take, which is similar to mine, is that there are simply bigger issues at hand. These were people in group chats who, based on my understanding, were trying to make edgy jokes with their friends. It was leaked by a trusted person over a Young Republicans leadership squabble, is what I understand. Like, the whole thing just seems like ridiculous and embarrassing, but still a non-issue in the broader political landscape, especially what we are facing in the wake of Charlie's assassination. Now, Politico took that story, they took those messages, those few messages out of like 26,000 that they had to comb through, and they ran with it as a way to distract from the fact that elected Democrat officials routinely call for violence against conservatives, just like we saw last week with a Virginia Attorney General candidate. They do so publicly, openly. And no, it is not a joke. This is not done in group chats. Even with last week, it was done over text. And yet that candidate continued to say, "I'm not joking, I actually mean that." Those are not the same. Now, if you don't believe me, let's just take a look at some of the rhetoric from last weekend's No King protests that happened from around the country.
Recently, with Charlie Kirk being assassinated,
He's a piece of garbage. Of course we were mean. I am so tired of people saying, "Oh, but, it's a terrible thing." No, Hitler is dead. I'm glad Hitler's dead.
Hey!
All right, so what you just saw in those two videos is, number one, a woman not apologizing for being mean about Charlie Kirk's assassination, equating...
I'll give you an example of how fucked up it is. Today, just this morning, I saw a guy who's not even right-wing who just helps people with their financial issues, but because two people he helped happened to be Latina and Latino, and they happened to be illegal immigrants, which he didn't bring up on his show with them. He was trying to help them with their financial issues. He was labeled as like a right-wing Nazi, and he said on Reddit, I think it was, or it might have been Twitter, he goes, I guess helping people out of their financial issues makes me a Nazi. God. And then MSNBC, the MSNBC, put out a public statement saying, you know, this such and such a person has declared himself a Nazi. It's like, that's not what he said, though. Like, at all. Like, what? That's the level of delusion we're working with here. That's the level. It's defies logic, defies reason.
Him to Hitler, and then you saw a woman making a gun gesture to her neck, and she was doing that at a Republican counter-protester, and guess what? By the way, she is a public school teacher. Shouldn't even be surprised at this point. Other examples here, Libs of TikTok posted this. Photos from Denver's No King protests. Quote, Charlie Kirk had it coming. That is a sign that was outside of the Denver Communists booth. And then these two individuals had shirts on that said, make assassinations great again. She posted, Democrats want us all dead. This is what we are fighting against. This is what Matt is saying we need to be united against. Now, in response to all of this, and specifically in response to the Politico story, Matt expressed his take and his feelings about the entire thing in a Daily Wire live stream that happened last week. And Ben Shapiro pushed back, arguing that what people were saying in the group chat was worth condemning. It should be talked about. It should be a bigger story. And from there, they had a back and forth on the live stream over what right-wing radicalism or extremism is, and if it is really worth fighting against. And Matt said this.
When we talk about sort of the quote-unquote radical elements of the right versus the radical elements of the left, these are not exactly the same thing. The radical element of the left denies basic biological reality. I mean, you're militating against these basic realities that we all understand. That's not happening on the right. There is no equivalent of that, of someone saying that men
Yes,
can
there is.
have
Yes, there is. Flat Earth. Flat Earthers. The equivalent to the crazy left-wing people who believe 8-year-olds should have their penises cut off, all that kind of nonsense. The equivalent to that is the Flat Earthers on the right wing. So there is an equivalent. There are stupid people.
babies. Like there's no exact equivalent of that.
So again, Matt is staying consistent here on what he's talking about. He is saying these people want us dead. These people are defying biological reality. This is what we should be fighting against. This is what I want to unite with people over. I'm not going to concern myself with these other ridiculous stories that are being used to distract us. And this created a whole other conversation and firestorm online. One Daily Wire superfan even said that Matt had gone rogue. This is from Queen Mom Bethany, and she said, Matt Walsh wouldn't be running rogue if number one, Jeremy was at the office, or number two, Ben was at the office. Jeremy was the glue at the Daily Wire. I just hope it's not too late to fix things. All right, so let me just try to understand here. You're saying that Matt has gone rogue because he is saying things you disagree with and you want him to be controlled or muzzled by people who employ him. And you believe that this is the way Daily Wire used to be run, or how you want it to be run, how it should be run? I'm sorry, but that says a lot. Seth Dillon seemingly subtweeted this whole debate, the whole firestorm, and he wrote, you should be willing to lose friends for the sake of what is good and true. And friends who can't tolerate honest correction without treating you as a traitor aren't really friends anyway. I'd argue that they are holding you hostage. And from here, all hell broke loose because Matt responded with this. He said, I understand your position, but I consider loyalty to my friends to be one of my most important principles. It always has been. I don't denounce my friends or join in dog piles against them, ever, period. Not because I'm scared to, but because I consider it an act of treachery. Disagreement is one thing. Obviously, debating your friends publicly is totally fine and healthy, but in my case, I can say I have people screaming in my ear, constantly demanding that I actively denounce and condemn friends. I mean actual friends, like people who I've shared a dinner table with, and I just won't do it. Some things are meant to be handled privately. Loyalty matters. Other things matter too, but loyalty matters. When someone I know personally, who I have helped and supported, who would call me on the phone anytime, chooses instead to condemn me in front of the world, I consider it an unforgivable betrayal, and I won't do it to anyone else. And the more that the mob demands that I do it, the more I am sure that I never will. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible. Matt has a lot of great tweets under his belt, but I think this might be my favorite. And I don't think we really need to dance around the issue here or be vague. The friends that people want Matt to denounce or speak out against are Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson, and this seems to be a common trend these days because just a couple of weeks ago, Megyn Kelly was asked about these same friends, and this was her response.
Now, as for my decision to platform Tucker, too bad, too fucking bad. I love him. We're friends. I don't think he's an anti-Semite at all, but I don't really care.
No, Tucker Carlson is not a fucking anti-Semite. You can't look at Nick and Tucker as the same thing. Tucker is critical of the nation of Israel. All right? Tucker is critical of the nation with good reason, and he has some good points, but he is not anti-Semitic.
I think Tucker's a very important, valuable voice in the national conversation. I'm thrilled.
I think Candace is
So I
apart from
don't
Tucker.
know her. I don't really know her that well. Although I will tell you, we recently had a very nice exchange before all this. And I was just reminded in my own head that Candace is a young mom of like 3 young kids. She's under a lot of pressure. She's got a big show. She's been under attack since she came onto the public airwaves. And she's been under attack constantly. And it's my prerogative if I say to myself, that is not someone I wish to attack. I do not feel that way. I don't want to do it. And I felt this way. And now that people have made my attacking her the stakes of my relationship with whatever person is saying this, I'm going to have to say goodbye to that person. I won't do it. Now it's like a point of pride. It's literally the same thing as the BLM folks trying to make you raise your fist. The answer is no.
I mean, that is a perfect analogy, in my opinion, and I love Megan for saying this, but from there, because this is the state of the internet in 2025, people started dogpiling onto Megan, saying that now she is the dangerous one. She's becoming radicalized because of this sentiment. We all need to be wary of Megan. You know, what is Megan doing? And all of this is incredibly ironic to me because all of these conversations have been amplified by Charlie Kirk's assassination. They are arguing over what he believed, who he chose to platform, and who he was friends with. And people are obviously emotional in their grief, and I understand that. Obviously, I empathize with that. They are emotional over their thoughts on hot-button issues like the conflict in Israel and Israel's relationship with our government. Now, I really don't care about all of that back and forth, nor do I have a stake in any debate about Charlie, but from what I have seen, you can't say that Charlie didn't value the kind of loyalty that Matt is discussing. I mean, this is what he said about Candace just shortly before his death.
She's a great friend. You know, look, I don't agree with everything Candace says, but you know what I don't do? I don't stop being friends with people just because people morally blackmail me. I don't do that, and you shouldn't either. Look, I have different views on things as Candace. I have different views.
And that's important too. The one thing that we lack as a society is integrity. Or loyalty might be a better phrase. We will often throw each other under the bus to look better in the eyes of the crowd. Don't be a scumbag like that.
Views on Israel than Candace. I have different views on a lot of geopolitics. But honestly, I traveled the country with Candace. I went to her wedding. I saw her meet her husband. I went to Israel with Candace, which is a fun story I'll tell you at some point. But what I don't like is when people demand, you must stop being friends with somebody. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a left-wing tactic. Don't do that. I'm not saying you do that, but other people do that. We should never resort to that.
I mean, this is the kind of unity that Matt is talking about, that he is being attacked for relentlessly. And this kind of sentiment is why Charlie was so beloved. It's something that people have been talking about at length after his assassination. The fact that he truly was friends with everyone. That he wouldn't badmouth you behind closed doors, that he would try to see the good in everyone. He would try to understand you regardless if you disagreed. He saw the value in working with people who might disagree with him, who were on the right and shared many of his values. Like, that was one of the wonderful things about Charlie. That should be a huge part of his legacy. And the key line in that video is that he would not be morally blackmailed into attacking his friends or canceling his friends. And that is exactly what is happening to Matt Walsh. That is exactly what has been happening to Megyn Kelly, and that is what they are very publicly pushing back against. It's also what has been happening to Brandon Tatum and his wife Corinne, who are longtime best friends with Candace Owens, and yet they vehemently disagree on the topic of Israel.
Yeah, so the key difference between the two major groups on the right is the view of Israel. That's what separates them. There are a large amount of conservatives which are pro-Israel. They have many different reasons why they're pro-Israel, right? Some atheistic perspectives say that, well, it's our Western world in the middle of a hostile Eastern world, and so we need to bolster that up. And a religious reason might be that the Jewish people have a biblical destiny, and so for whatever reason, people align themselves with Israel, right? But there is another aspect of the right which is vehemently against Israel, and that's really the key difference here.
And yet, both parties refuse to attack each other. When it's brought up, they say, you know what? Candace is off limits. Brandon is off limits. He's a brother to me. He is a sister to me. Friendships are bigger than politics, and I massively respect them for that. Now, needless to say, I agree with Matt and Megan and the Tatums, but you might have, already gathered that, considering that I have not stopped being friends with Candace regardless of the comments that I've gotten. And that is probably why James Lindsay tweeted that he was so disappointed that TVUSA was inviting me to speak at their conference this summer. Like, I genuinely can't think of another reason, because again, we have never interacted to my knowledge, so that must be the reason why. Now, I also want to put it out there that I am not trying to insert myself into any kind of drama, but I thought that it was important to speak on all of this because I do know and I have worked with some of these parties very intimately. So no, I will not stop being friends with Candace Owens, who has become like a big sister to me because the internet demands it. I will not attack Matt just because I no longer work with him or because the internet has decided to pile on to him for the 27th millionth time. I also will not pile on to attacks on Ben Shapiro's character because he was nothing but kind and supportive of me during my time at Daily Wire. And that is a fact. I just won't do it. And if you have a problem with any of that, that's fine. But I would urge you to consider something that Matt also posted about this. He said, "What annoys me is when people claim that I must denounce so-and-so or say such and such because it is the principled thing to do. They haven't even considered the possibility that perhaps I have different principles than they do. Those might be your principles, but they aren't mine. One of my most cherished principles is loyalty to family and friends. It might not be yours, but it is mine. So when you accuse me of not having principles, please be sure to stipulate that I don't have your principles, and that is true. I'm not you and you aren't me. You might want to consider that on occasion." And so if you are angry with Matt, if you are angry with Megan or me or whoever for continuing to be friends with somebody who goes against your values or pisses you off on a daily basis, again, that is fine. That is your prerogative. It simply means that we have different values, and guess what? It is a free country. That is the beauty of America. And another thing that I want to say is that friendships in the public eye, especially with politics, especially in 2025 when everything is a hot button issue and tensions are so high, these relationships are complicated because everyone thinks that they know the full story or the extent of your relationship. And these days, if you don't condone someone, that automatically means that you align with every single one of their values.
That's
when
the
maybe
problem. That's the
it
problem.
just means that you value them as a friend, that you have history.
If
that
you don't condemn them,
or,
it means
in
you
regards
think
to what
what
Matt
they
is
think.
saying, it just means that you want to unify as allies against a far bigger, more significant threat than the things we are arguing over on a daily basis. And so all of this to say,
Yeah, it's like Nick, right? Like, I disagree with Nick on a lot of things, but if Nick was to say to me, "Sam, do you think peanut butter tastes good?" And I would say, "Yeah, I think peanut butter tastes good." Right? Well, there's a point where me and Nick agree. So there is a universe where there are some things that me and Nick agree on. But if you say online, there are certain things that I agree with Nick Fuentes on, I mean, it's over for you. Like, you can only be seen as a racist from then,
Attacks against Matt Walsh are ridiculous, and obviously I am biased because I know him, but I will tell you, Matt Walsh is a good man. He is a loyal friend. He says what he believes, and he will always fight to do so. I have seen it myself. He will always fight. So feel free to continue to tweet at him. Feel free to leave all the comments you want, but I guarantee it will only make his convictions stronger. So be prepared. If you made it all the way to...
It's good. Give her a sub. She's cool.
Slow peekers. Oh. Damn! I didn't know it was gonna do all that!
Actor anymore. Do you know about Padre Pio? And of course, I didn't know anything about Padre Pio.
Most of these stories of saints in the faith were f***ups. Full-blown f***ups.
I found myself in a godly position often, right? Where I was in charge.
How do you use your suffering to tap into your joy?
I had a gun on the table. I was out of here. I didn't want to be alive anymore when all of this happened.
Shia LaBeouf grew up on our screens, rocketed to global box office stature, and then imploded before the very cameras that once idolized him. This is the story of a man the world canceled, but God called. In this video, we track his public collapse and the grace that met him where no one expected. A monastery, a role he didn't ask for, and a faith he never thought he'd find.
I walked into this, my life was on fire. I was walking out of hell. It wasn't like I willingly came in here on a white horse singing show tunes. I came in here on fire, and I didn't want to be an actor anymore, and my life was a mess, complete mess, and I had hurt a lot of people, and I felt deep shame, deep guilt. I didn't like to go outside much. I really, like, I had a yearning not be here anymore. You know, I was on my way out.
Is that where you were when you
Yes.
accepted the role of
Yes.
Padre Pio?
That's Bishop Barron, by the way. He's a bishop in California, I believe. Smart dude.
This is why when you spoke about the role, I wanted to kind of dive in there because it's kind of formative to how this all happened to me. I was willing, because pain made me willing to go about this in a different way than I had previously. You know, my opinion about God before this happened, before the pain struck, before my world had crumbled, was art, love, and God, they all mean the same thing. They're synonymous.
Nah.
And as an artist who creates art, I found myself in a godly position often, right? Where I was in charge. And I had also been told my whole life, like, your life is your life. You have to make with it what you can, you know? You gotta be a good guy, and then you gotta get married, and then you gotta get a house, and you gotta get a job, and do good at your job, and like, your life is your life, and things will work out if you put effort in, and, you know, it's up to you. And I always really felt that, and it made it hard to believe in God.
He scrolls through lawsuits and death wishes. Then a message appears, an invitation to play a little-known saint. It feels absurd, yet impossibly timely. He clicks accept, not to act, but to escape. This wasn't casting. It was a confrontation. He thought he was researching a saint, but the saint was already studying him. What he didn't know is that this casting call is a rescue line, knotted by Providence.
You had to actually, it's why it feels like celestial mathematics or some kind of divine, it feels way, you know, too coincidental to be a coincidence. But my life was completely, like I told you, on fire, and I'm in a spiritual program where I go on Zoom, and we have meetings, and another person that was in this meeting, who's also part of this same fellowship of like the down and outs, was a man named Abel Ferreira. And he wound up seeing me in the meeting. We shared sensibilities. We had heard each other share a few times, and then he wrote me in the chat box, "Do you know about Padre Pio?" And of course, I didn't know anything about Padre Pio.
This is before the offer of the film. It's just, okay.
This had been gestating on his side for years, because his grandfather comes from the same region in Pietrelcina, and he has a connection to Pio in many different ways. He's not a Catholic, he's a Buddhist, which I always had trouble with as a person who was always self, and now, I'm not gonna get into that conversation, but me and him have wrestled over this many times. And I thought, okay, well, what is this Padre Pio thing? And this is early days in my what now looks like a salvific journey from my side. I was still egotistical en max. I was still grasping at straws. How do I hold on to what I've lost? How do I build a career again? How do I? And so when this director who I respected, I had known he made movies that I really loved. You know, Bad Lieutenant for me is one of the greatest performances ever made. And I know he's an actor's director, and the fact that there was this director reaching out to me, because at this point I'm nuclear. Nobody wants to talk to me, including my mother. The manager's not calling, the agent's not calling. I'm not connected to the business anymore. And so the fact that this man reached out to me felt like something like, in my egoic mind, wow, this is a miracle.
This is my chance to
This is
get
my
back to
chance. This is my chance.
Yeah.
And so my ego shows up. And now I'm like, yeah, well, Padre Pio. And my ego is what makes me research Pio. It's not my Catholicism or my yearnings
So you thought
towards
this would be
God.
a cool role for me to play.
Great, now I can get back on the horse. You know?
Yeah, okay.
And so I start researching Pio. And as I'm researching Pio, he tells me about his plans to make a movie, and he tells me that Willem Dafoe is going to be in the movie. And now I'm really in ego. Wait, so I can go from bottom barrel to working with Willem Dafoe? This is my chance, you know, back on the hustle, back on the ego.
Yeah.
And I start leaning into this thing, and he says, well, if you want to do this role, I need you to start researching. Go up and find I need you to go find a seminary, a Catholic
that's when
seminary.
you made your way up to San Lorenzo.
So the closest seminary to me, living in Pasadena, was San Lorenzo. So I drive up there, and I park my truck, and I start living in the parking lot. And I'm immersing myself in this world, and I'm sending videos back to Willem and Abel, who at the time were, you know, working on the script, and I'm falling into a group of men that met me in San Lorenzo, namely a guy named Brother Jude, who starts talking to me about the gospel. And he says, well, if you're going to play Pio, you need to read the gospel.
His fall is televised. Addictions fester in public view. Allegations of violence shake even his diehard fans. Society files him under irreparable and waits for the inevitable final headline. Redemption, if possible, will have to outshout a chorus of skepticism.
Most of these stories of saints in the faith were ups. Full-blown ups. They weren't perfect people who did perfect shit their whole lives and then wound up. A requirement
touched by God from the beginning, pooping gold, like
It wasn't that way.
Yeah.
The requirement for their sainthood was the up.
That they've been there.
They had to have experienced real negative shit in their life to be able to have this other thing, this salvation, this hero's journey. They're explaining saints to me. It's like the hero's path, you know. And I'm a writer. I'm in my head, you know, what is my hero's journey? I'm always asking myself, well, what? And this is sort of, and I always thought it was going to be through the craft. That my hero's journey was kid from the bottom, came to Hollywood with no fucking training, and now I'm like, you know, working with these people and this, and I'm doing that. And that was my hero's journey, and it was so curt. It was so blunt and lazy. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't like this other thing that's available. And so you get around these dudes, and you hear about their path and how these guys got there.
Inside monastery walls, he confronts an uncomfortable truth. Suffering can destroy, but it can also refine. The scandal he caused becomes the very lens that shows him who he is and who he might become. Guilt turns into contrition. Contrition turns to purpose. The apostle reminds us, and we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28.
If you can tap into how you can use your suffering to help other people, that is maximum joy. I always thought joy was, oh, I get this and then I'm happy, or I do this and then I'm happy, or I get her and then I'm happy, or I make that and then I'm happy, or they respect me and then I'm happy. Or I always thought happiness was to be acquired by the things I would gain from life. That's why I was always grabbing. If I knew early on that happiness actually is in me offering all of my suffering up for other people as an instructive thing, or as something that could benefit man, then I maybe would have lived my life differently. So I guess the question I would ask anybody is how do you use your suffering to tap into your joy?
Stories like this remain jagged. There are apologies yet to be made, temptations still stalking, but grace specializes in unfinished people, meeting them mid-sentence and writing a better ending than they ever could. We hear the reassurance, but he said to me, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me." 2 Corinthians 12:9. So maybe the real question isn't, why did I suffer? It's, what might God do with it now? If you've seen your own pain turn into purpose, share it below. These aren't just stories. They're rescue signals for someone.
That's a good video. I liked it.